So Second Sight put out 2 David Cronenberg 4K Ultra HDs in limited editions. So let's check out what I have here. You probably guessed it, that it is Scanners and Brood. Okay, 2 films made back to back, and Brood was from year 1979 and Scanners was from year 1980. And they took advantage of these Canadian tax breaks that they granted for independent Canadian film productions, so they could, you know, the government would like to help like Canadian filmmakers to create this Canadian film industry. And David Cronenberg was one of those guys who was there, and it was produced by Pierre David. I think both of these are produced by Pierre David. Yeah. Yes, Pierre David, and a very prolific Canadian film producer, but that is a video topic of its own, like David Cronenberg. But let's check these out. First, The Brood, and I have kept the plastic wrappings around the cover, so maybe it will increase its lifetime, or maybe it won't. But okay, let's talk about the box first. What do you think about this cover artwork? I think it's quite nice and very appropriate for the film. Ah, yeah. Cover is like that, and then, yeah, we have the film. No, okay. This is the, I don't know, digibook inside the covers, and including Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD. And mind you that both of the contents are exactly the same. So basically, if you're a 4K watcher like I am, basically the Blu-ray disc is unnecessary, but I can understand why they do this. They do this because, yeah, they don't want to risk like making only Blu-ray versions and only 4K versions, so like Arrow does. But maybe it's behind us that, yeah, it's a financial risk if they do it separately, so they keep both versions within the same cover. So maybe it's a lesser risk, but I'm not working for Second Sight, so I cannot know that. But then there's a booklet. Yes, there is a booklet. Like in my previous episode, I said that I'm started to read in the bed before I go to bed, before I sleep. So these are very fantastic, and both of these things include a 120-page booklet of essays. This has like a 8 different essays about the brew. So there's gonna be lots of time when I start reading this. And yeah, it's made very well and printed very well. So the usual Second Sight stuff. And then we have some lobby cards. Or somehow I never actually understand the purpose of this. Why do they include this? But yeah, I guess they are nice. I guess you could put these in like a frames and, you know, decorate your house with it, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, Samantha Eggar, then yeah, the kid, don't remember the actor's name, and then Oliver Reed. Yes, we talk about Oliver Reed very soon. And then the Spooky Kids, and then like some sort of poster version. And this is another poster of this film. So what this film is about? Okay, Art Hindle, you remember him from the Invasion of Body Snatchers. He is like a guy who has problems with his marriage. His wife is like seriously, you know, ill from head. She's in a mental institute, and there's like this new treatment, and Oliver Reed is doing this new treatment, this psychoplasmic therapy. Did I remember the name correctly? Psychoplasms. Okay, but the main point is that through medication and like mental suggestion, Oliver Reed's character like treats his patients with them, like to make them manifest their mental agony as like a physical deformities. Okay. But Art Hindle's character soon finds himself in the middle of this like a murder spree because people around him start to die. This is no secret, this is no spoiler, because the film clearly shows that, yeah, these killers are like these freaking goblins, these little creatures that go around and smashing people with rocks and I don't know, hammers and something. Okay, very bloody kills occur, and soon Arthinder realizes that the Oliver Reed's therapy, it's not what it seems to be, that it has some dangerous consequences. So it appears that his wife, played by Samantha Eggar, who is locked in this mental institute, now she is breeding these, you know, hate children. Okay, this is very bizarre idea. I like it, I like it. This is David Cronenberg's at its core, like this body horror elements full of like this kind of, not necessarily a murder mystery, but more like a kind of a supernatural drama, if you will. Okay, science fiction drama, yeah. But yeah, I think the main concept is very intriguing, and Oliver Reed, fantastic actor. I find it hard to believe that he was drunk constantly. You have to shoot Oliver Reed during the, you know, early morning and afternoon, because after that Oliver Reed is so smashed that he cannot act anymore. So, but he is delivering a great performance once again. And also, I have always liked Arthinder, and I think he's very good in this. And also Samantha Eggar, although I don't think her role is a very significant role, but I don't think she gets too much screen time. Maybe Arthinder and Oliver Reed get more screen time, but yeah, it's kind of interesting science fiction drama mystery thriller, and yeah, it has some gruesome moments, yeah, for sure. And I'm glad that they did this from unrated version, because for instance the Finnish DVD, which I don't have no more, I think it was from the R-rated version, and if you have seen the film, it is cut from that scene where Samantha Eggar buys the spinal cord, primordial cord, or what you call that thing, from the when the baby comes out of the pussy, and then you bite it off. So that was cut, and the licking of the baby, was it the licking the bloody baby, this mutant baby, that was slightly cut. But I am glad that they used the unrated cut for this 4K Ultra HD. Did you know that this was banned completely in Finland back in the day? So there was no VHS release. No, not at all, because I don't know, for some reason, maybe the Finnish Board of Film Classificators, they were like very scared about this film, because this involves like mutant kids and like these kind of gruesome themes, and this it's kind of serious film, because David Cronenberg had the idea for The Brood to make it, because he was in the middle of this kind of like a very difficult divorce process, and he got claimed his kids they were gonna take his kids away, so he kind of like let this pain go from his mind and put it in the film, and it shows. It's very personal film for David Cronenberg, and I like it. But yeah, it's not my personal David Cronenberg favorite, because I think it's kind of slow moving and very grey-like film, and very like without any joy. But it is understandable, but not necessarily a film that I am aching to see all over again and again. But I'm not saying at all that it wasn't a great film. It is a great film, but not my favorite. I would have to rate The Brood, the film itself, I would have to rate it. I won't go for the 4 stars. Now, I know there's gotta be people out there who are like, what the fuck is this fucking long-haired guy talking about, because it's a fucking 5-star movie. But it's my opinion. I will rate it 3.5 stars. Yeah, but what comes to the disc itself, like you see the supplements, they're amazing, but the disc itself here, yeah, it's got some great extras in here, but the extras, I think they were ported from the previous releases. But there's new audio commentary, I didn't listen to that. But Meet the Corvettes interview with Arthinder, I think it's ported from the previous releases, and producing Brood interview with producer Pierre David. But no David Cronenberg interview, which it's kind of shame, but I understand, but Cronenberg must be very busy guy. And then a video essay by Leak Singer. I think that was something that it was made for this release. Yeah, but don't quote me on that. And archive interview with David Cronenberg. I think it was like, I think I watched it. Now I start thinking, well, did I watch it? Was it so long, like 50 minutes? But maybe I watched it. Okay, but great set of extras nevertheless. And the picture quality, holy shit, oh my god. The audio is original mono. That's perfectly fine, but the picture quality, now I do remember having some Region 1 DVD previously, and that sucked ass, very dark and murky picture quality, but of course it was just a DVD. I don't ever had the Blu-ray, but now I have the Blu-ray, but the 4K picture quality with Dolby Vision enhancement. Holy shit, this looks fantastic. It looks like $1 million. It looks like a film that was made yesterday, and I do mean that, like, not shot with digitally. It's very film-like quality, but it is so well restored that it looks like it would be a newer film. I could not find any, complaints about the picture quality. It's so pristine, so sharp, so clean, and the color balance. It's amazing. Blacks are blacks and whites are whites. And the Canadian, the very gray, early spring or very late in autumn. I don't know which time of year this takes place, but yeah, very murky looking. Colorless, but yet very colorful, if you know what I mean. Okay, for the release, definitely no question about it, 5 stars, no question about it. And I'm glad to be owning now Brood, and I doubt there's gonna be ever a better version of David Cronenberg's The Brood. Yeah. And the other film, okay, now we're talking about little bit something that is more to my liking. And hey, I think I did a separate video for Scanners previously. It was a video treasures. So if you want to see more of this, go check out that video. But yeah, let's check out Scanners, also from Second Sight, and also on 4K Ultra HD, and also on Dolby Vision enhanced picture quality. Yeah. Okay, this case, like a new artwork, I think it's fine. Like in The Brood, it's very appropriate, very fine, showing Michael Ironside and this other Stephen Lack, yeah. Like in Brood, we have this digibook containing a Blu-ray. Yes, I pointed correctly. Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD. And like in Brood, both of these discs include the extras, the same extras. So you don't have to, switch discs if you want to see the extras. And I like that a lot. And like in Brood, we have a booklet, 120-page booklet. Oh shit. Willie is gonna be reading this for a long time, my man. For a long freaking time. And this too includes 8 essays about the making of film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 essays, yes. And also acknowledgement and production credits. So lots to read in here. Yeah. And I'll show you also these postcards, or the framing cards, what do you call this? First up, we have the new artwork. Yeah, it's great. And then, oh my god, that is too. That would be the great artwork too. And then more traditional artwork, that's good. And then some more artwork. Hey, this looks like a Polish art movie. I kind of like this. It's a little bit too weird to be the cover page. And this too, but yeah. I think both of these are quite cool. Okay, the film itself. Okay, everybody's probably seen Scanners millions of times, but let me explain. So there's these scanners who are like these telepathic mutants, and they can, you know, do stuff with telepathy, including exploding people's head. And the film opens when this kind of derelict guy goes in the shopping mall, and he's chased because he's having these real freaking bad headaches, but the people search him, and he's taken to this Consec laboratory where they study these scanners, and he's given a mission that to infiltrate this bad scanners group led by Michael Ironside. Oh yeah, the evil scanner. And he's like a James Bond mission to infiltrate the scanner group and to bring these guys down. But there's a little bit more to it than it previously seems. Like a kind of like a appropriate plot twist that one would see like in a James Bond movie, and action sequences and fights and gunfights and lots of bloody shots and one very good head explosions. The special effects guys really did the number on this. I think Dick Smith was called to make a special effects, but he couldn't make all of this. So Chris Wallace did one part of the special effects. There's a Chris Wallace interview and another special effects guy. It's a very special effects driven movie. Like in the last final battle, like you can see lots of these like a special effects trickery. Now they were like very clearly like very enthusiastic about the usage of this bladder technique, like making like one skin to bubble because of the scanning pressure in the head or something like that, and eyes exploding and heads are popping, and yeah, I think it's a very interesting film and very like considering David Cronenberg's previous films, Brood and Rabbit, and what was it? Shivers. Yeah, I have Shivers on UK VHS here. I think I have a Finnish VHS, but never mind the VHS bullshit. Let's talk about the 4K bullshit. Yeah, but compared to Shivers and Rabbit and Brood, I think this is the most action-packed, easily the most mainstream film and most action-packed David Cronenberg film so far. And hey, I have seen Scanners many of times. Hey, why not taking this VHS? Scanners, I have seen it many times, and I always highly like this. I like it so very much because it's more approachable than Brood and Rabbit and Shivers. And maybe The Fly is even approachable from David Cronenberg. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to be like more like underground film. I really do like many David Cronenberg films, Naked Lunch and Crash, and even later films with Viggo Mortensen, the mafia films. I think David Cronenberg is a very skilled director. He can reinvent himself and always bringing something new to the table. And action was new for him when he made Scanners. Great special effects, great action, and there's even a hacking scene. This proves that David Cronenberg and his team, they were kind of like ahead of their time, because in one scene, this scanner is scanning the computer because he's like calling with the phone, and over the phone scanning the computer. And that's a very interesting idea. And hey, goddamn, I almost forgot to mention, but the music is by Howard Shore as well as in The Brood. And both of these films have very different styles of music, but yet very unique, very recognizable style for Howard Shore. And I really like this, like a synthesizer sound that is in Scanners, this theme song. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Very like science fiction-y like music. Yeah, I would definitely rate Scanners a 4-star film. Definitely, easily. I had to like think about maybe 4 stars, but no, not so much. But definitely Scanners is a 4-star film for me. I recommend, if there's actually somebody out there behind the screen right there, yes, I mean you, who hasn't seen Scan. I can understand there is many people who hasn't seen Brood, but if there's somebody who has not seen Scanners, I highly recommend you go now out and get Scanners, and recommend this release because this is freaking packed with extras, albeit that most of the extras are from the previous releases, but it has new audio commentary and the video essay, but it has great interviews from Michael Ironside and this Stephen Lack and Lawrence Dane, who was also one of the characters in the film, and the special effects guy. Yeah, like I said, it's very heavy on special effects, so I like it. I like it. It's a classic. It's a bona fide classic. So, which one of these is your favorite? Tell me that in the comments. And are you gonna be getting this second side release? But because I have to say, these are fantastic, but I didn't expect anything less from Second Sight, the makers of Megasatans. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.